Welcome! In a moment, we will announce the awardees for the 2026 Manufacturing Grants. My name is Patty Rashberger. I'm the Innovation Fund Manager at FuzeHub.
And I'm Eric Vassar, the Solutions Program Manager.
The Manufacturing Grants mission is to support collaboration between New York State not-for-profit organizations and industry. New York is home to a wealth of knowledge and expertise, which Eric can help guide you through. And the manufacturing grants were specifically created to encourage the development of new technologies by giving small and medium-sized companies access to these resources. This was the only round for 2026, and it was record-breaking. We received the largest number of applications in a single round ever, and they were divided into two groups: projects that included startup companies and projects which industry partners were established companies. We are awarding 10 projects, which are proportionally divided the same way, in the same proportions of the applications we received. So we will award 6 projects, including startup companies, and 4 with established companies. Before we announce the 10 awardees, I would like to take a moment to acknowledge the effort of all of the applicant teams. The videos we received, may I say, were delightful. More importantly, clear thought and care were put into the making of the application materials. We got to know the teams better, and we hope to continue these relationships well beyond this one opportunity. More on this after the announcement, though. Now, for the 2026 Manufacturing Grants awardees, we will start with the startup teams. First team awarded is Central New York Biotech Accelerator and Origami Endoscopy. Colon cancer kills over 50,000 North Americans each year, which accounts for 12% of all cancer-related deaths. It is now the #1 killer of the population under 50-year-old cancer-related. Colonoscopy is the most effective procedure for the diagnosis and treatment of colon cancer, with over 20 million procedures performed each year in the US. However, looping during insertion causes significant challenges, including mucosal stretching, patient pain, injuries to endoscopists and nurses, and causes unpredictable procedural time. Origami Endoscopy is developing a low-cost robotic colonoscope insertion solution to solve all of these issues, improving procedure efficiency, reducing patient pain and sedation needs, and protecting clinicians from injury. The result is a safer procedure that cuts costs for providers and patients alike.
Very good. The second award in our startup category goes to Cornell Center for Life Science Ventures, working with Persista Bio on implantable capsules for treatment of diabetes. So currently, therapeutic cell treatment for type 1 diabetes requires the patient to take immune suppressive drugs for the duration of their life, which means that only about 5% of the 2 million diabetes patients in the US are eligible for this treatment. Persista Bio is working on a membrane encapsulation system about the size of a credit card that would be implanted under the skin and would do away with the immune suppression requirement. This project would allow the team to demonstrate the commercial manufacturing of custom capsules for use by cell therapy partners. So this could be a game changer for diabetes patients and the medical industry in general.
Definitely. Very nice. The Research Foundation of the City University of New York, on behalf of the Advanced Science Research Center and Astrobeam. Large equipment operators like excavators currently lack advanced safety tech when operating through dust, rain, and a low light like at night. This puts workers and assets at risk. To solve this issue, Astrobeam has partnered with the CUNY ASRC SensorCat to develop a cost-effective all-weather safety system. By fusing millimeter wave radar with AI-driven vision, the project delivers a bolt-on 360-degree shield for existing machinery. This collaboration prioritizes New York workers, manufacturing life-saving technology locally to ensure that every job site worker and operator goes home safely.
Great. Our fourth award in the startup category also goes to Cornell, to their Praxis Center for Venture Development, working with IV Sonance Biomedical, who's also in Ithaca, on a prototype sonic tweezers for in vitro fertilization, or IVF. So in the US, about 75% of patients that are seeking IVF never receive it because clinics can't keep up with the demand. The processes currently used are labor intensive, and there aren't enough technicians with the necessary skills and training. So IV Sonance has developed a device that uses acoustic technology to gently and consistently manipulate the cells, making the whole process faster and easier. Their technology has been proven in the lab. Now they need to develop advanced prototypes that are clinic ready to show their technology is scalable. So it's exciting to see and continue to support them through this next critical stage.
Absolutely. IV Sonance as well as Origami are commercialization competition, previous awardees. So very nice to have them back. The RF SUNY, on behalf of University of Buffalo Business and Entrepreneur Partnerships and Ampulate. Every year, millions of stroke patients are unable to access timely, life-saving treatment simply because they live too far from hospitals equipped to perform it. Fewer than 3% of patients receive treatment in time. Endovascular robotics is beginning to change that, allowing clinicians to treat patients remotely from hundreds of miles away. But one critical piece has been missing all along. Operators cannot feel vessel interaction or detect early signs of injury, limiting safe remote access. Ampulate is solving that problem, backed by the UBCAT program and incubator at the Rockery Labs. The company has developed the world's only guide wires with patented force sensing technology, giving clinicians real-time feedback during remote procedures. Now, Ampulate is expanding this breakthrough to catheters used in brain clot removal and other endovascular procedures. The new solution is designed to integrate seamlessly with existing devices, lowering adoption friction for medical device partners.
Very cool. And our sixth award in the startup category goes to the City University of New York, or CUNY, in their Industrial and Applied Research Department, working with Tasty Tape on an eco-friendly, non-plastic food wrap. So currently, food packaging products contain up to 60 forever chemicals that potentially migrate into our food products. Tasty Tape developed an entirely food-safe alternative that is truly biodegradable, cost-competitive, and matches or exceeds the performance of current plastic films. And technically, it's even edible. Scale up to pre-pilot production quantities to move the technology out of the lab and prove that it can be produced in larger batches is what they're going to be working on. This could result in some exceptional environmental impacts for the company.
Very exciting project. So that rounds up the startup projects. Now for the first awardee under the established companies. The Center for Architectural Science and Ecology at the Rensselaer Polytechnic Institute and Co-Trail Paper Company out of the Capital Region. They are working together to develop a direct replacement for synthetic house wraps. Think petroleum-based plastics like DuPont's Tyvek, which is not a recyclable material. In this project, the hemp wrap's performance will be compared to Tyvek's for water resistance, breathability, tear strength and durability, UV resistance, recyclability and compostability, and carbon footprint. Co-Trail Paper is a 100-year-old specialty paper mill and the only manufacturer of hemp paper in the Americas. Also, at RPI, they have been using the oil extracted from spent coffee grounds to chemically modify other materials, which is a great case for sustainability through the new use of currently wasted byproducts. And it doesn't hurt that the house wrap industry in the US alone is worth about $4 billion.
Cool. All right, our second established company project goes to Center for Economic Growth, which is the Capital Region's New York MEP Center,
Yes.
working with air cleaning blowers in Selkirk on a filterless industrial air cleaner. So most industrial air cleaning systems require a filter to separate out the debris. That gets clogged over time, which reduces the effectiveness of the filter and how efficiently it operates. Air Cleaning Blowers has had requests from existing clients for a better solution. So they've developed a patented spiral design system that separates out dust and particles without the need for a filter. They're going to utilize support from Rochester Institute of Technology to finalize the design, perform computational fluid dynamic simulations to optimize the performance, and then fabricate prototypes. So congratulations to CEG and Air Cleaning Blowers.
Excellent. The Archmunk Skyler and Glen Kopak out of the Southern Tier. The Archmunk Skyler offers support to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, with a focus on dignity and empowerment. They are using assistive technology to promote independent living. Through the use of smart ovens and innovative meal packaging design, their team will transform the way meals are prepared and delivered for individuals with disabilities. Barcode reading will match pre-programmed oven functions and make meal prepping easier for everyone, expanding access and increasing quality of life across residential settings. Once completed, this project will decrease the amount of staff time needed for this function, improve safety, efficiency, and user independence, and lower service costs for the facilities.
Great. Our fourth award in this category and 10th overall goes to TDO, our Central New York MEP Center, working with Hidden Level in Syracuse on a monitoring system for unauthorized drones. So as drones have become more sophisticated and their use has increased exponentially over the last several years, they can present safety and security challenges for airports, military, and public events. Hidden Level builds sophisticated sensor systems that can detect drones without causing interference with other systems, and demand for this technology is growing faster than they can keep up with. So they're going to use TDO's technical expertise in engineering and process workflow to reduce their cycle times and yield a 5 to 10 times increase in their production capacity. The expected result will allow Hidden Level to meet their demand for this critical aerospace awareness technology and provide benefits overall.
All right, well, congratulations. It's a nice spread of projects and industries, some old friends of the program, a lot of new organizations. We are thrilled to be onboarding you. Cannot wait to start working with you. To all innovators, keep doing what you're doing and let us support you through all of FuzeHub's programs. Our commercialization competition is currently accepting applications, so the startup teams have a new opportunity for funding already open. Later this year, we'll have a Microelectronics Innovation Challenge for the companies in that industry, regardless of stage. And as always, the solutions team is ready to provide you with solutions to your challenges. And finally, I'd like to invite you all to join us at the New York State Innovation Summit, October 27th and 28th in Buffalo this year. Dozens of speakers, 100 exhibitors, and a plethora of cool technologies being developed right here in New York State. Always a good time, so come join us to celebrate innovation.